Dzień dobry and welcome to another vlog. Today, I'm finally showing how I found a job in Poland as a foreigner. But before we get into the story, let me show you a quick clip of my usual day at the office. By the way, I filmed this on a Friday para gamay ra og tao sa office and hopefully no one from work will be able to find out about this vlog. Also, I hope that by the end of this video, you'll feel a bit more inspired, a bit more hopeful, and a bit less alone on your journey abroad. If this is the first video you've watched from me, here's a little background. I came to Poland as a student and took my master's in international business at the University of Economy in Bydgoszcz, or WSG University. Pero I didn't start my journey in Warsaw. I actually lived in Bydgoszcz for 6 months. My studies are for 2 years and a total of 4 semesters. And during that time, even before I arrived in Poland, I was already working remotely as a virtual assistant. That job really helped me pay for my rent, food, and even the small travels I shared in my previous vlogs. And of course, while I was still in Bydgoszcz, I started applying for jobs, but honestly, I didn't have much luck. Maybe because during that time I wasn't taking it 100% seriously yet. I had my VA job and I was in my I want to travel everywhere phase. You know that feeling na bago pa ka sa Europe. Moving forward, after 6 months, I decided to move to Warsaw because I believe there would be better opportunities for me here. I continued my studies through distance learning, traveled until my visa expired, and after that, that's when I finally took the job applications seriously and luckily I got hired for my first job in Poland. Before my current job in marketing, my first official job in Poland was in a call center. I won't mention the company or project, but I handled an airline account, something I had zero experience in. But still, because it was related to travel, I enjoyed it. The salary was minimum wage, so those months were really tough. I worked there for 8 months, and even though it wasn't related to my background or studies, that job helped me survive. I always considered it my stepping stone, and even while I was working there, I never stopped applying and looking for something better. This year, I was finally hired for a job that matches my experience and what I studied, a marketing role in a global company. I feel extremely fortunate and grateful. I even received a permanent contract, which became the biggest reason I decided to give Poland another try. Honestly, my original plan was to return home this year after finishing my studies, but fate had a different plan for me. The work I'm doing now is very close to what I used to do as a virtual assistant. The biggest difference is that it's hybrid, more structured, and I'm part of an international team. I'm not leaving freelancing behind, but it's no longer my main source of income because it isn't the most stable. For my current job, I first got a call in May of this year and then had 2 rounds of interviews. And then I waited an entire month for the background check. Before starting, I also had medical exam at NLMed for blood tests, ECG, and occupational health clearance. My original start date was the 23rd of June, but I have to move it to the 1st of July because I still have to finish my last week of my work at the call center company, and also I had to finish my exam since it's my final semester. If you're curious about how I found these opportunities, I used LinkedIn and package.pl and applied every single day. I went through multiple interviews and also faced multiple rejections, but I kept going. From the time I arrived in Poland, it took me 1 year to get my first job in the call center company and 8 months to get the second one, which is my current job right now. Ingon ana siya kadugay, guys. And I know it really takes time and it's not easy nga mangita og trabaho diri. But it's possible. Everyone's timeline is different. Some people get hired fast, some take months, some even take years. But what matters is that you keep going. What I did while I was waiting to get hired. First of all, I did not stay stagnant. Instead, I kept improving my resume, portfolio, my skills, and also my interview confidence so that when the opportunity comes, I am ready. Also, one big challenge was my visa status. Since I came here on a student visa, that visa is only valid for 1 year, and I had to apply for a temporary residence permit or TRC. But because of delays and the long process, I don't have my TRC. And most of the companies I have been interviewing with, it's their first question. And whenever I answered it's still in progress, I was automatically rejected. The more interviews I've got, I became wiser. I simply said, I already had my residence card, even though it's still in progress, and that helped me progress to the final round. If you're job hunting in Poland or planning to come here someday, here's what I've learned along the way. First, always do your research about the country you are planning to study or work in. Learn about the cost of living, the in demand skills, and the types of opportunities available. In my case, it was challenging to land a job, especially because my field wasn't highly in demand. Yes, there are opportunities in marketing, but as a foreigner, not even a European citizen, and without speaking the language, I wasn't exactly a priority. But even with all these challenges, I kept applying and improving the skills I already had. Most of the jobs and interviews I got were through LinkedIn, and make sure your profile is updated and reflects your experience and skills. Join online groups, network with people in your industry, and even ask friends if they can refer you. For me, I had interviews with different companies, including big names, and instead of feeling discouraged when I didn't get hired, I used every interview as a learning opportunity. Each experience helped me improve for the next one, whether it was answering questions more confidently, presenting my skills better, or understanding what employers are really looking for. Another key thing is to invest in yourself and your skills. Take online courses, earn certifications, or learn tools that are valuable in your field. When my current opportunity came along, I felt confident because I had both experience and a completed certification in digital marketing. So, doing anything you can to boost your profile, make yourself stand out, is worth the effort. So, even if it takes months or longer to find the right job, the effort you put in now will pay off in the future. These are just some of my personal lessons, and I hope this vlog gives you a better picture of life here. Whether you're planning to come to Poland or already living here and searching for a job, just keep going and good luck in your journey. If you have any questions or if there's something specific you want me to cover in my future videos, please leave a comment below and I'll do my best to answer. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next vlog. Bye!